And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so last week we learned about the 5 types of posts. We learned that the relatable posts create connection, value teaches something, the story builds trust, opinion creates engagement, and the proof post provides evidence. How did you feel, Nikitra? I'm gonna ask you first. How did you feel with all the posting each night last week?
Um, I felt kind of okay with it. I've been doing like scheduling posts, already. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like I had to make the post on those days, but as I was going through and checking after the posts were already posted,
Mm-hmm.
I had to find out and see, okay, what type of post is this in order to repost it into the Telegram. But overall, I felt okay about it.
Okay. How many times a day do you normally post anyway?
Um, Once, maybe twice. It depends because on Facebook, they give you the little upcoming holidays, Donut Day and Bike Day, all those
Uh-huh.
little other ones.
Uh-huh.
And I do those too. So once a day,
And you said or twice a day,
maybe,
right?
yeah, maybe twice a day if it's one of those, like for example, like last week or a week and a half ago, it was like World Bike Day,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that would have counted as 2 posts, but
Okay.
between 1 to 2 posts,
Okay,
you know.
good, good, good. Chris. Chris, how did you feel about last week?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, as you well know, originally, because it's been since I've been off my rockers for a long time. Uh, First it was a little overwhelming, not to the point where I couldn't do it. It was just trying to get it back or figure out some way to fit it into my schedule. I don't have a lot of time during the day at all, between work and between family and everything that's going on. And I'm more belly to belly at times because I normally prospect people when I'm talking to them. I don't go out to prospect, but I prospect while I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't say it was tough trying to figure out. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna post? A value post? What is this? Okay, and then um, should I post a picture with it or not? So then I would ask Chat, okay, Chat, should I post a picture with it? Like, yes, absolutely. Blah, 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 blah. You should do this, do that. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, now I got to find a picture to put on this thing. Like, so now I
Mm-hmm.
got to scroll through my phone, trying to figure that out. And then in between carrying out tasks with my job or directing my team members and this and that. So the first couple of days, it took me literally about 5, 6 hours just to put one post out. But then I started to get a little bit of my speed up. I think Wednesday or Thursday, I was able to get it up around 9 o'clock. The other one, next one about 11 o'clock the next day. So yeah, anyway, that was a long drawn out way to say it was like crash and burn or just hurry up and get it done. I don't know. It's just, ah. All right, back to you.
And my sister here, Shirley, Tracy, come on. How'd you do last week? How'd you feel about it? Uh-huh.
Um, I
Mm-hmm.
felt a little intimidated by it.
Really?
Yes. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have any photos, good photos to put up there. And just to fit into each category. And then I could sometimes, I'll be in the middle of the post, I fall asleep. So I end up doing two on the next day, like
Mm-hmm.
real early in the morning and then later on in the day.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. You still could have shared that.
But yeah.
Okay. And then we too, I know we try to find pictures, but sometimes I'll get generic pictures too. If it tells the story of what I'm looking for, like the theme of the post or something like that. Or we don't always have to post ourselves. Like when I was talking about the reading room, Chat told me to post a book. So I'll pick the page of the book that I'm reading or point to the paragraph that I'm reading. So we can
Mm.
use props and stuff too to help us. So
And I think it's more so even just adding the verbiage to go along with pictures as well. I
And
think that part.
yeah, and I add Chat GPT, so yeah. Nikita, do you use chat?
Yes, I use ChatGPT and Claude for like help and stuff, and then I have it generate like a reoccurring prompt to use every week. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if anybody if it's like non-tech savvy people in today, but it totally
Yeah, that's
helps.
me.
It totally helps, guys.
Yeah.
And it'll generate the prompt for you to reuse. And then you can just tweak it a little bit. So
Give
that
us
way it's
an
not so much
example.
work.
Look, give me an example of your weekly Chat GPT prompt.
Um, okay, hold on. Let me go into it. I'll just do the one that I just did
Okay.
for
Drop it in
today
the chat. Drop
for
it
next week.
in.
Hold on, let me go to my Chat GPT on my phone. It should save it in the queue.
Yeah, because I use chat and I have chat put me on a schedule,
Oh yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say for the
Yeah.
next 30 days, the next 60
Yep.
days. And then I'll tell him what type of post I want, whether it's quotes
Yep.
or travel or about the business side. I'll do that as well.
Yep. Okay, so I did. Okay, hold on. Recents. I'm working on multiple pages though, so let me see. Hold on. Let me go to the travel one.
And what I love about chat is how you can just the more you talk to him, the more you let him know who you are, and you training him. Then the more
Yeah,
he
yeah.
starts to sound like you when you ask him to do something for you.
Where's my tips? Okay, there it is. Hold on. Sorry.
So they be the recurring ones, the same ones each week?
No, it just gives you the ideas for the recurring one.
Oh,
Hold
so
on.
you just ask him for recurring ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So just
And
give
then
an example. You don't have to give us the exact ones.
okay. So like one of them was travel, like news, like what's prevalent in the travel industry. And it
Mm-hmm.
was and it brought up four or five points. And the first point was that people are still traveling. Travel is actually up and expected to rise in 2026, but people are more conscious, more budget conscious about their traveling. They're looking more towards
Okay.
cruises and
Mhm.
inclusive packages because the prices are
Right.
pretty predictable. And
Oh, well, that
a lot of
sounds.
people are looking for, instead of maybe traveling out of the country, though international travel is up, but not as much as domestic travel. And they're
Mm.
looking for alternatives to other busy places. So, like, instead of traveling to
Okay.
New York for like a city kind of out and about ish, it brought up, I think, like a Colorado one. It said it
Okay.
made it like Colorado was, where they can still kind of experience some of that city, but
Right.
without,
Oh,
going to New York.
okay. Well, what I'll do is that sounds cool because when we get a little bit longer, we may have something where we want to talk about ChatGPT a little bit more in depth when we have some other people on here that don't use it.
Yeah.
So then I'll let you give some of your examples then too, okay?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can I
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
I'll
All
have
right.
them all
can I
prepared.
can I say something real quick again?
Go ahead.
Um, you know, the keys are getting on my nerves.
Why?
Okay. Because
What?
I do this. I already have my schedule. I'm using Claude. I'm using ChatGPT. Whatever.
Well,
Just
brother, I
go sit.
told you about scheduling because I schedule mine. I used to schedule mine.
I I just want her to go sit in the back of the classroom and shut up. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
because even though I'm still doing all that stuff, like I'm still here. So there's still more to learn. There's still,
Yes, yes. Thank you, Nikija. Tell him.
yeah, you need to just learn by example. Shoot.
That's right. He
Mhm.
need to
And,
sit
and
in the
get s-
corner and pay attention.
and take some
Okay.
notes and get some help with some scheduling. You just ask me to help you schedule
That's
and we'll
it.
ease your
That's all.
plate.
That's all.
Whatever. I'm muting out now. Bye.
All right, all right. So we learned about the 5 types. So let's do this quick thing right here. See if anybody can remember. Even see if I remember. So relatable post creates connection. What does a value post do? See if I could draw the
Show
line.
evidence.
Builds trust. No, teaches education.
Value post shows evidence.
A value post shows evidence. All right, let's see. We got a
No,
value.
I think it. I don't know.
What happened?
Never
What's
mind.
I
It's so
think
small now.
your proof post shows evidence. That what I get because proof and evidence are equivalent.
So you
I don't
saying
know if it.
proof and evidence?
Yeah,
I
your
agree
proof
with
is
that
like your
one.
receipts.
all right? Well, let's
Okay.
I don't know. I
see.
don't remember value.
So what about the story post?
I got it. I got it. Relatable posts builds trust.
We already got relatable posts. You think that changes?
Oh, I got that answer. I
You
don't.
think
I went to
you think
point
that's
for
the
it.
answer? You think it should be Bill's trust?
I think relatable builds trust. I
Okay.
don't know. Never mind. Creates connection. The
No,
Which
I
screen got
think
one?
small.
Which
I
one?
think
Bill, huh?
I know the engagement is the opinion for sure. I know the ones I know for sure.
And yes, creates engagement, opinion pool.
And then the
Okay, wait a
story
minute.
and
So you
the
said,
story
wait a
and the
minute,
value I get
wait a
confused.
minute. You said engagement is what? The opinion post?
Yeah, engagement is the opinion post because you do something controversial for them to like engage. And then the relatable post creates connection because relatable and connection correspond with each other. That's how I remember them. But
Okay.
value and story I confuse regularly.
Okay.
So I don't know which one is which.
Value. Anybody want to take a stab at that? Anybody?
Anybody.
Okay, I
Uh,
know that value. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get the lines to move.
They
I don't
doing
know
their
why I
own
just
thing.
didn't use Canva. It gets on my nerves. Okay, so value.
Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it.
What?
I got it.
What?
Value
Okay.
is education.
Hmm.
You
Teaches.
late. I already said it. You
Oh
copying for me.
All
man,
right,
I'm like really
so
behind. I'm
what
really behind in this class.
Wow.
what about story?
Gosh. Builds trust.
Story builds trust?
Story makes people. It's like, isn't I don't know.
Yeah,
Know
you
about
start to trust the people.
Story
story.
builds trust?
yeah, I'm gonna go with the story builds trust because I remember you tell them the story so they kind of feel personable with you.
They get
And then they
comfortable. Like,
trust.
oh, they just like
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like, know, and trust.
All right, so let's go here. These are y'all final answers. We have
Okay.
relatable post creates connection. We have value post teaches education. Story post builds trust. Opinion post creates engagement. And proof post shows evidence. Is that your final answers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikita? Chris?
Yeah, final answer.
Okay. So
If the
relatable
answer is
post.
correct, it's my final.
What, girl?
So relatable posts create connection. So we got that one right. Value teaches something. So we got that right. Story builds trust. We got that. Opinion creates engagement. Opinion. Yep, we got that.
Opinion poll, yes.
And huh?
Yes. Opinion poll, yes.
Uh-huh. And then proof provides evidence. Yay! Give y'all some put some fire in the chat. Put some fire in the chat. Come on, y'all. Put some fire in the chat. Well, dang. Y'all not gonna put no fire in the chat? Can we get some emojis?
I'm taking my picture.
I'm not good with the scrolling left to right and keep looking at the
Oh my
screen. So
goodness.
fires on the live. Fires on the live.
That's the best I could get you. My flame disappeared.
All y'all failed. Okay, with your no fires in the chat. Oh my gosh.
Man,
All right.
My
All right,
phone
so let's
disappeared.
move on. Let's move on. Whatever. I couldn't even get any. So I want somebody to tell me who could tell me the difference between a feed post or a story post.
Oh, there's your fire. There you are. Look. Boom. Found it.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Oh, thank you. Everybody gave me fires up Nikitra. I don't know.
Sorry, my little one just woke up. I'm trying to get her off this tablet.
So
I'll
who can
give her
tell me
say
the difference
she too
between
busy being smart.
a
Go ahead.
Who can tell me the difference between a feed post and a story post?
Mm.
The story only
Mm,
lasts for 24 hours.
Okay,
And
that's the method. That's the method. So that's
yeah.
that's a right answer, right?
So
Um,
it only lasts for 24 hours.
mhm.
And the feed post you you have more engagement with because it's on your page.
Story post only lasts for 24 hours. What else did you say?
The feed post is on your main page and that stays there. So it gives the
Mhm.
people opportunity to make comments on
Mhm.
that can be seen by everybody.
Good. Good. For a longer period of time, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Okay. So that's right. This we know the story only lasts for 24 hours. And the feed post is on your main page. It stays longer. People can communicate for a longer time. It's always there. Okay. But as far as the components, I want you to dig a little deeper and not the actual vehicle, because the story post can be a vehicle because we know it's only a 24-hour thing, or it can be a theme, what a story post is. And we know for story posts that um they build trust, right? So a story post, would that be constructed the same way as a regular feed post is? Talking in your when you're creating your story post.
I'm not sure.
We're gonna go into details. I just want to know what people know right now. Since Nikidra, since you are the valedictorian, I just wanted to make sure that I'm teaching you something. So I wanted to see what you already knew.
Mm.
Yes, this one I don't know. I know the
Well, go
story
ahead and tell
is
us.
your followers only, I guess. I don't know. The story, and it does, yeah, it lasts for a certain amount of time. And the
Okay.
feed,
All right.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. So the
I just
feed.
post reels and stories. That's
Right.
it.
So your feed, there's two ways to post. We know there's different categories. There's two ways to post. You either post on your feed, which is your page, or you post in your stories. And on the feed, you can post a story, a reel, or a post. And in your stories, you can post a reel and a story, you know? So we'll go into that. Let's go.
That's my answer.
What?
You always cheating on somebody's page. Okay, so we're going to take a deeper look. All right, so why stories matter. People connect with people. Stories help people like you, they help you know you and trust you. And we have to always remember that people don't join businesses, they don't buy products. People connect with people. The goal of stories is to build trust, build relationships, and build connection. Stories build trust faster than facts, okay? Every story should answer three questions. So whenever you're doing your story, it should answer three questions. What did you do? What happened? What did you do? Where did you go? What did you experience? What did you learn? What was the lesson in that story and why does it matter? Why should your audience care about your story? Remember, stories can be embarrassing, vulnerable, funny, emotional, and transformational. This lesson is what makes the story valuable. The five types of stories, right? So just like we have five types of posts, now we have five types of stories. So they can be lifestyle, value, conversation, proof, or personality. Remember, every story should fit into one of these five categories. Lifestyle stories, purpose, show people how you live. People are often attracted to a lifestyle before they're attracted to your opportunity. You could talk about anything, your cruises, your birthday celebrations, you were on your way to church, what you learned that day, travel, family activities, coffee shops, experience, going shopping, grocery shopping, why you choose this, why you choose that. Example, we're taking another cruise for my husband's birthday. The lesson is that experience creates memories that last longer than things. And why it matters. The life we're building should be enjoyed along the way, not just at the destination. Remember, people don't buy products, they buy into your lifestyle, your value, and your experience. So some lifestyle stories could be date night, family dinner, vacation planning, the reading room that we do in the morning, why we go into the reading room, morning coffee, working from a coffee shop, birthday celebrations, weekend activities, travel memories, and your daily routines. So it's not always about when we're traveling, when we're out doing something. It could be daily routines, right? The art of storytelling, your life could be boring, but if you're a great storyteller, someone's going to enjoy it. Okay. So the next type is the value stories. Value stories, the purpose, again, is to teach something quickly, right? So remember, even value for the 5 type posts is still teaching something. So that's still teaching something, give people a tip, a lesson, or a takeaway. Examples could be your to-do list, reading room lessons, time management, something you learn, productivity tips, or mindset shifts. Example, I made my to-do list this morning and realized how much I have to accomplish today. OMG, it's 11:59 p.m. I still have 4 things on my to-do list, but I'm going to bed, right? The lesson, being busy doesn't create results. Focused action creates results. So just because you got your to-do list, that's just showing that you're busy. That's it, right? You got things to do. Why it matters. Success isn't about doing more things, it's about doing the right things consistently. People should leave your story knowing something they didn't know before, like a lesson from a book, productivity tip, goal setting, a travel tip, like Nikitra, like you do your travel tips, a social media tip, a lesson from a mentor, a mind shift, or something you learned from a mistake. Does anybody have any questions before I go on to number 3?
No.
Okay. So we have conversation stories, purpose. Start conversations, increase engagement, learn more about your audience. This could be questions like this or that. Like, do you like peanut butter? Would you like your peanut butter and jelly mixed on your sandwich? Or like, some use that peanut butter and jelly mix in a jar. Do you like that for your peanut butter and jelly? Or do you have to have your peanut butter on one side and your jelly on the other side? This is this or that. Yes or no, carnivore or royal? No. Do you like carnival? Right? No. True or false? I don't know. Carnival is the ghetto cruise. Is that true or false? Polls questions. You can do polls questions, regular questions, or can you relate? Like, yeah, can you relate? Mine is always, I have been a sweetaholic. I'm an AA participant, recovering sweetaholic, right? I can do good all day and not want any sweets, but when it's time to go to bed, I crave sweets. Anybody else? So that's like a relate post, right? And then some examples that they give, of course, is which is harder for you, sticking to a healthy diet or exercising consistently? Vote below. Asking questions helps you better understand the people you want to connect with. Eventually, when they see you doing it enough and they see you doing it consistently, eventually someone's going to speak up and start engaging with you. Every response is feedback. The more people engage with the stories, the more you learn about their struggles, their goals, their interests, and their opinions. The goal isn't to talk to people. The goal is to get the people talking back to you. Conversations create relationships. Relationships create opportunities. So some story ideas for conversation: coffee or tea, beach or mountains, this or that, morning person or night owl. What's one thing you're working on right now? Can you relate? What's your biggest challenge with social media? What's harder, starting or staying consistent? True or false? You overthink your posts? Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay,
No.
proof stories. The purpose is to show evidence. People need proof before they believe. So some examples will be team wins, testimonials, screenshots, new business partners. You can see those right there. An example is a team member sends you a message, I just enrolled a new business partner, right? So then you tell the story of what happened. Oh my goodness, my team member just enrolled their first business partner. I'm so happy for her. I remember when she first started. Now she's blossoming, something like that. Lesson success leaves clues, and other people's wins can inspire us to keep going. Plus, people will see that not only are you winning, but the person that came in business with you is winning, and that you're helping that person win. Then they start looking at you like, maybe I will join her. Why does it matter? Success leaves clues, and celebrating wins inspires others to believe what's possible. Don't just show the proof, you have to tell the story behind the proof. And we have some proof ideas here: customer testimonial, team recognition, personal achievement, before and after, milestone celebrations, and such. Do we have any questions?
No.
And I believe this is the last one. Personality. Personality builds trust. Okay. People, so another one, even though we know stories itself builds trust, within stories, personality is the one that builds trust. People follow personalities before they follow information. If they like your energy, they're going to listen to your information. You can have the greatest facts in the world, but if they can't stand your voice or your energy, they're not going to listen because they're not going to watch, right? So here's some examples: humor, random thoughts, strong opinions, embarrassing moments, right? Example: am I the only one who reads a text message 5 times before sending it? What happened? I spent more time rereading the message than writing it. Sometimes we overthink the smallest things. Why does it matter? Perfection isn't required to connect with people. We don't have to be perfect when we're posting, right? We just have to be real. Some personality story ideas: again, humor, strong opinions, random thoughts, embarrassing moments. You can make them light or you can show them as they are. Quirks, funny observations, everyday struggles, pet peeves, unique habits. Okay. So those are the 5 story types. We have to remember that every story should tell another story. Stories should not be random. Like, they should build. So think of a story as a TV series and not a commercial. So like, in the morning, we got up at 6 a.m. What was the reading? What are we reading? What did I learn? How am I applying it? Each story should naturally lead to the next. So let's say I gave a story about 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm up this morning and we're reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And we're learning about and until the particular title that we're learning about, right? That could be my post, and my post could share the picture of what I'm reading for that day. And then that's that 6 a.m. post. And then like at 7:30, well, today's laundry day. I had to go ahead and get my laundry done so I can have everything pressed and ironed for the week. That could be your 7:30. And then you could do another one midday and say, okay, I'm sitting down with my client. They want to go here, they want to go there. You can show a picture of you just looking up a cruise or looking up any kind of vacation. Now, from the day the person knows that you start your day with reading, and then you've got basic chores you got to do, and then you helping clients. It tells them a story of what you did for that day. Okay. All right, so think about 2 audiences when you are posting. You want to think about your prospects and your team. So ask yourself, for your prospects, what do they think when they see my stories? Do they know me, like me, and trust me? So do they know me? They know that every morning I'm up at 6 a.m. reading, and they know Monday is wash day because every Monday I talk some form or fashion about chores, right? Do they like me? They can relate because they wash clothes, I'm sure. And then I'm talking about helping a client on travel, or maybe a trip that I did. And when you show trips that you do, they trust me because I told you I went to Florida, I went to Europe. Now I'm showing you that I went to Europe, right? At the same time, while you are thinking of asking yourself what your prospects think, when you start building a team, you want to know what your team is thinking. Do they see me working, learning, growing, or showing up consistently? And this is, for instance, let's say you on an extended vacation for 3 weeks and your team is back home and they just see you on vacation. There's a thing that your team will do what they see you do, right? So if you out on vacation for 3 weeks, we all know that you earned it. We all know you've been grinding for the last 6 years, right? We know that you deserve this 3-week vacation. But you might have new team members that come on that don't know all that about you. They just came on with you and now they see you chilling for 3 weeks. While you're working, while you're on vacation, I know like I do, I work when I'm on vacation. So whatever time that you have set aside while you're on vacation, make sure you're showing that every day in your stories. You might show up at a coffee house in Paris and then having lunch somewhere else, but at 4 o'clock, you tell them, okay, this is my hour to work. And let them see you making phone calls, or let them see you writing in your planner, or let them see you looking stuff up on the computer so that they can see that you're consistently working. You're not just on vacation, you're working, and then that will help them stay grinding at home. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So then you want to romanticize the process. Don't just announce things, create a story around. And this is the whole thing we've been talking about. Instead of just saying, I have a team call, you just want to say something like, I'm preparing for the team call. I'm so excited. We're starting a new book today, and this is going to teach me XYZ. You know, just something like that. You want to romanticize whatever you know you're going to talk about. You want to make ordinary moments feel meaningful. Remember, you're the storyteller. Facts tell, stories sell. When you become good at being a great storyteller, then people will be mesmerized by your story. They'll be all in, and then before you know it, they'll want to work with you, right? Or purchase from you. Or overall, they'll just follow you because they like you. Examples of romanticizing the process: the reading room. Instead of saying, I'm in the reading room, try something like starting my day in the reading room, looking forward to see what lesson jumps out at me today. Or like a team call, getting ready for our team call. I love hearing what everyone has been working on throughout the week. And then instead of saying, congratulations, Sarah, I remember when Sarah first started, watching her confidence grow has been incredible. Chris and Nikita, can either of you think of something for, I gotta go shopping? Can either of you think grocery shopping? Can either of you romanticize that for me? Like, I hate grocery shopping.
No, I love grocery shopping, but I I can't think of right now like how to romanticize. I mean, maybe I could do like a clip of me making the list. I make my list, and then before I check my little sale paper, see what's on sale at Safeway, what's on,
Mhm.
then, and then I do my shopping. But I can't think of how to romanticize it. Maybe
I
do
like that.
another uh, maybe do a short video of me and walking down the aisles
I
or
like that
something,
when you
or
say,
something.
I have to go grocery shopping, um, to keep me from going over budget. I do my, I forget what they call my coupons. I clip my coupons and make sure I don't go over budget when I go into the store. Who else does that? Right?
Yeah,
There's a
okay,
lot of
okay.
people that still use it, right? And a lot of people, there are some people that get excited about coupons because they like having all their products. That's romanticizing. It may not be romanticizing to me, but it's going to be romanticizing to someone else who's a coupon clipper like you.
Okay,
Chris,
I got it.
Chris, you got one for going shopping or going to get your hair cut? Are you there?
Yeah, I was trying to come off mute. Well, uh,
Well, I got one, Chris. Chris,
go
how
ahead.
about my family tell me what they need, but when I get in line, I get 4 or 5 different calls because someone needs some butter. Somebody else needs some lettuce. And things are all the way across in different aisles or something like that. Because every time we go to the store, we get in line. Somebody call.
So, okay, so when you say romanticizing, it's not necessarily painting a glorious picture. It's
Mm-mm.
just kind of over exaggerating whatever the situation is.
Right. And it's painting a picture. Doesn't have to be a great picture. It just has to be enough of a picture to pull them in versus just saying I went grocery shopping. I hate going grocery shopping because every time I do, I get everything on the list. And as soon as I get to the register, one of my family calls me and tells me we need something else. Then once I get to the car, somebody else needs something else. Why don't they just go shopping themselves? Or something like that. Anything. It pulls people in because people can relate to that. Somewhere around somewhere, somebody else's family calls them when they're in line.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Like walk, it's
Huh?
like walking through this. It's like walking through the store with intention, touching the
Mhm.
fabrics, and admiring all the displays, enjoying the atmosphere, and appreciating the abundance of everything around me. It's just not spending money; it's creating an experience and celebrating the life I'm building. Why I pick food or whatever and talk to people.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, I'm done.
Yeah, you can
I'm
leave.
done.
Yeah, that. Remember, people don't fall in love with the destination, they fall in love with the journey. There's some people that will follow you in the grocery store. All right, so story volume and consistency. Don't post one story and disappear. Here's a really important one. Don't post one story and disappear because you need to show something. Like one story will just show one thing. You just did one thing that day. Unless you're going to do a story with multiple things, then you gotta wait to the end of the day to do it. You know what I'm saying? A story could be really fast. You could just put a picture up there and then you can put captions on the picture. You don't even have to write the captions separate. You can, those of us that use Canva, put your picture in there, put some words on it, and that's your story. As long as they can read it, right? And so we just want to make sure that that picture is capturing what you want. If someone needs to look at that picture and be able to tell what it is. Like Nikidra, since it's just us, right? I'm gonna pull out that one where you did where we were talking about, you showed, and I was telling you about the bridge of special aid, special parents that have kids with special needs.
Uh-huh.
So just showing the picture of this child that looks like she's either jumping or stimming doesn't necessarily make that connect the bridge for you, right? Until you say something or you show something. Like, to your audience, everybody may not know that you have a child with special needs, right? So you
Right.
want to bridge it some type of way, show that child and says, my child likes to do such and such for stimming. How about yours? Or mine likes jumping too. The suggestion that I gave you. And that's why I said it. And if you can't take a screenshot of enough of it for us to see it, then just take 2 screenshots so we can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway, we want to, and that's why they said we want to post more than one because the story builds upon each other. So maybe do one when you first get up, and if you can, midday, and then in the evening, right? And then that way, that story is going to be around for 24 hours. Okay. Let people spend the day with you. You don't have to do 50 polls, just enough for them to see what's going on. And it doesn't even, it could be your morning, right? You could do 2 of them just to show what you're doing for the morning, and that could be your story for the day. Okay, you guys understand that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that was the last one. Story volume. Okay. All right, so this week, and I will give you guys a handout so you can remember. But this week, I'm gonna ask you Monday through Friday to post 2 stories per day. Okay. We're not doing it on our feed, right? Unless you want to do something separate in your feed, that's fine. We are on if we're
What?
Yes, 2. Can you do 2 posts, please? Right? When you're going on Facebook, everybody know that little square. You know what? Let me show you. Can y'all see my on my Facebook?
Yeah.
Can you see it better now?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
So when you I don't know, how can you do it on here? Let's see. Post. We're gonna do a post. Does this work? Let's do next. I don't want to post it to audience. I want to do it to the story. Do you post mostly with your app, or do you post mostly on your computer?
I post mostly on the computer, but I use the Meta Business Suite. and then
Okay,
I have
cool.
the Instagram attached to it. So I make them as reels first because I create them in reels on Canva.
Mhm.
And then as it tells me, oh, your reel has been posted or scheduled, when I go back daily just to see what it looks like. And I'm commenting on my posts from my other pages. So, it looks like there's engagement. And then it gives the option, I think, in MetaSuite to make it a story. I think, but I do most of my posting through the Meta Business Suite. I don't do it, and it's done on the computer, not on my phone.
Okay. Well, I want you guys
So,
to do two stories, right? If you do your regular post, that's all well and good. But I want you to do at least two stories, right? So they can build upon each other. Okay.
okay.
Okay. You sound a little shaky there. All right, Nikita.
Yeah, because I gotta figure. I'm trying. Yes, because I'm thinking, okay, how can I, for the ones that I already have scheduled, how can I do another post to tie into it? Because I schedule them, so then that way I don't, when I
Right.
go, I don't got
Right.
to go back to them again, unless I'm just viewing them to kind of,
No, that's
see.
smart. That's
But
smart.
but
That's smart.
but but I say it's shaky only because I'm thinking in my head, okay, how am I going to do this, and what kind of posts can I create to piggyback on what I already have ready, So,
Right.
but
Well,
yes,
at
overall,
least half your
yes,
battle is over because you already
yes,
had one done.
yeah.
So you can do it with pictures, with captions, videos of you talking. For this purpose, it's time is constricted. You could do it back to back. If it's better for you to do it at 7 and do the next one at 7:20, do it and post both of them. However you want to do it. This will just help with your consistency. And this is just giving me what I posted last night. As I was getting the training together, I said tomorrow we're talking about stories, and then I just did my little post and put mine up so we can have those. So that is basically ending our thing. Next week we are going to talk about the profile that converts. We're going to talk about your bio. Okay. So I want you to start thinking about who your target audience is. If you don't know who they are now, I want you to start thinking about who your target audience is. And if we have time, we'll go over some everyday moments and how to turn it into content. And we're going to incorporate ChatGPT in there too. Okay. So
Okay, sounds good.
we are done. And so that's all I have. I look forward to you guys posting tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
can you expound upon a little bit more when you said posting in commenting in the Telegram group? What is it that you really want, or did you say this already?
Yeah, she answered.
I want you to post the two stories, right? If for this purpose only, if time is restrictive, you can do yours back to back. If you want to do one at 7, one at 7:20 or something like that. I want you to do the same screenshots and go ahead and put them in the Telegram. But this time, instead of us just liking each other's, I want us to engage right there in Telegram. I don't know, Nikidra, if you saw my response in Telegram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So I want us to, because I want us to get to where we're talking in the Telegram group, to where we're getting used to talking to each other. So, and it will help us with our engagement on social media. So if you have a story that we can't see it on the first screenshot, take a second screenshot so that we can see we can capture the essence of what the story is.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense, Chris?
Yes, it does.
Do you have any other questions, Chris?
No, ma'am.
All right, guys. All right. Well,
I
you
see
guys,
how this is. All right, I see. I'm just gonna be quiet. No, I'm not.
you can talk all you want. I don't care. All right. Well, I'm glad that everybody did you learn something, Nikidra?
Yes, I learned a little bit more about the feed and the stories because, like, I don't really use the stories on Facebook, but on Instagram, on my personal page, I use more of the stories than the feed. But I didn't look at them in that way, that the stories, are, like, they're like unraveling, So, like, I'll
Mhm.
do, like, it's not random, but I guess it is kind of random, but it's just like stuff throughout the day, whatever I'm listening to in the day, I may, you know, uh, post, you know, or redo or post something to the story, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for the type of music I'm listening to for the day. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'll do, you know, whatever my scheduled is will pop up. And then I may go on and repost to my story some other reels that I thought were funny, you know, and stuff like that. That's how I was, you know, using the reels. So I did like, yeah, learn a more effective way, you know, to use
Okay.
them because I'm here to convert my engagement and following into, you know, actual, you know, purchases, and, you know, so that they're not just liking and following, and not so that they're not just liking and viewing, you know.
Right,
I'm
right,
trying to
right,
get to the next part where I've converted those views into some action, you
right.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I did. I'm saying that to say yes, I did learn something, the difference between the stories and the feed.
Okay. Chris, did you learn anything?
Yeah, yes, I did.
I'm afraid to
But
ask you.
you know, I'm not going to give an answer. I'm just going to be platonic here.
Okay.
But not, seriously, yeah. And even as what Nikita was saying, when she was saying she's posting to, you know, get purchases or clients, I'm fine with that as well because it's two businesses. But I am intentionally looking for business partners.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not leading with travel as much as maybe y'all would be. I'm leaving with the I'm going after the vein of talking about opportunity, talking about dreams, talking about creating legacy and so forth like that. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll see me post about my travels, but you're not going to hear me. You're not going to see me um, outwardly going after get new clients.
Right.
I'm going after business partners, like I said. All
Right.
right, I'm
Right.
done.
Whereas mine, you know, I'm going after business partners, but you'll see some travel too, because I'm gonna take some of them too. Yeah. 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 Okay. All right. Well, that is all. I will see you guys next week. I'll send out the talking points and put them in the Telegram group, and I look forward to seeing all everybody's posts.
Okay,
Have a good
have a good
one.
week.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye.